Belle Gunness, America's deadliest female serial killer. She did not stalk strangers in the dark. She invited them into her home. She promised love, marriage, a future. Instead, she buried them in her backyard. This is the story of Belle Gunness, how an ordinary woman became one of the most lethal serial killers in American history. Belle Gunness was born Brynhild Paulsdatter Storseth in 1859 in rural Norway. Her childhood was harsh. She grew up poor, working long hours on farms, surrounded by scarcity and hardship. From a young age, Belle learned that survival required strength and sometimes cruelty. One event would define her future. As a teenager, Belle was reportedly pregnant when she was violently kicked by a wealthy man during a dance. She lost the child. The man was never punished. Soon after, Belle's personality changed. Those who knew her said she became emotionally cold, deeply resentful, obsessed with money and control. Years later, Belle emigrated to the United States. She left poverty behind, but not bitterness. In America, Belle reinvented herself. She married Mads Sorensen, a fellow Norwegian immigrant, and settled in Chicago. Their life appeared normal, but death followed Belle closely. Their home mysteriously burned down. Insurance money followed. Then 2 of Sorensen's children from a previous marriage died suddenly. Doctors were suspicious, but nothing could be proven. In 1900, Mads Sorensen himself died. The cause? Heart failure. But records later revealed something chilling. His life insurance policies, 2 of them, were paid out on the same day. Belle collected every dollar. With the insurance money, Belle bought a farm in Porte, Indiana. She remarried. Her second husband, Peter Gunness, died less than a year later. Belle claimed a meat grinder fell on his head. Authorities doubted her story. But again, no charges. Belle was now a widow and financially secure. She placed newspaper ads seeking a husband. Men responded by the dozens. They arrived with savings, cash, trust, and then they disappeared. Belle's farm became a final destination. Suitors were last seen entering her home. None were seen leaving. Neighbors noticed the smell of burning flesh, freshly dug soil, Belle working late into the night. She explained everything away calmly. Belle was large, physically powerful, and intimidating. Few questioned her. She had learned something crucial. Men underestimated her, and she used that. By the early 1900s, Belle Gunness had perfected her method. Marriage proposals, life insurance, poison, then burial. She controlled every step. This was not chaos. This was a system, and it would continue until one final fire brought everything into question. In the next episode, Belle's farm burns to the ground. A body is found, headless, and investigators uncover something unthinkable beneath the soil. Was Belle Gunness dead, or had she escaped, leaving dozens of victims behind? The fire, the graves, and the woman who vanished. On the night of April 28, 1908, Belle Gunness' farmhouse erupted in flames. By morning, the house was gone. The farm was silent, and inside the ashes, investigators found a body, headless, burned beyond recognition. At first, police believed the nightmare was over. They were wrong. Neighbors reported seeing flames late at night. By the time help arrived, the farmhouse had collapsed. Inside the ruins were the bodies of Belle's 3 children. They had been poisoned, strangled, then burned. But the 4th body, believed to be Belle herself, didn't make sense. The adult body found in the ruins was missing its head. Belle claimed in life to weigh over 280 pounds, but the corpse weighed barely 150. Medical examiners noticed something else. The woman's teeth did not match Belle's dental records. Authorities were faced with a horrifying possibility. The body was not Belle Gunness. Suspicion turned toward Ray Lamphere, a former farmhand. He had been obsessed with Belle, fired, angry, unstable. He was arrested for arson and murder. Under questioning, Lamphere made a shocking claim. He said Belle planned the fire herself. She poisoned her children, killed another woman, placed the body in the house, and escaped. Investigators began digging around the property. What they found beneath the soil changed American crime history. Human remains. Not 1, not 2, but dozens. Bodies buried in burlap sacks, dismembered, poisoned, some burned, some chopped apart. Men who had answered Belle's marriage ads. Men who brought cash. Men who were never seen again. At least 11 victims were confirmed. Some estimates go as high as 40 or more. Entire lives erased. Families left with no answers. And at the center of it all, Belle Gunness, a woman who killed for money with methodical precision. Ray Lamphere was convicted, not of murder, but of arson. Before his death in prison, he repeated his claim. Belle Gunness was alive. Authorities officially declared Belle dead. The case was closed, but many investigators weren't convinced. Reports surfaced across the Midwest. A woman matching Belle's description, using different names, living quietly. Some said she returned to Norway. Others believed she started over again, married again, killed again. No proof was ever found. Belle Gunness left behind no confession, no grave, no certainty, only bodies. And a question that still unsettles criminologists today. Was America's deadliest female serial killer ever brought to justice? Belle Gunness may have died in that fire, or she may have walked away, leaving her victims buried beneath Indiana soil. Either way, she changed how America viewed female killers forever. This is Crime Depth. If you value thoughtful, responsible true crime storytelling, subscribe to Crime Depth and stay with us as we continue examining crimes that still shape how we understand evil. Belle Gunness left no confession, no grave, no certainty. Do you believe she died in the fire? Or did one of history's most calculated killers walk free? Backend index pointing down, share your thoughts below. Because some crimes don't end with justice. They end with questions. Next case, another woman, another mystery, and a crime that still divides investigators.